Hey, Story Pillar friends, it's me, Meg, Grownups. If your kids love tackling big feelings all day long with Story Pillar, when bedtime rolls around, try snuggling up to our newest pod friend, Snoriezzz. That's Snoriezzz. This delightful podcast from Academy Award-winning actress Marcia Gay Harden and Natalie Payton helps kids and parents wind down their day with meditations, affirmations, and beloved tales like Goldilocks and the Three Bears and Jack and the Beanstalk. With Snoriezzz, bedtime is brain time, so make the best of it by listening at gokidgo.com or on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you love listening. Also, grown-ups, if your family's up for a little adventuring with a courageous kid detective, check out Opal Watson Private Eye. Here are our friends from Realm with everything you need to know.
Go on adventures with Opal Watson, the curious, brave kid detective with her own mystery-solving business. Whether something's gone missing or something strange is happening in town, she'll get to the bottom of it. She always does. So break out your notepad and be prepared for dramatic twists and turns, because you're coming along on her next case. Opal Watson, Private Eye. Listen now, wherever you get your podcasts.
Okay, ready for the show?
Hey, it's me, Bean. I'm a butterfly and I wear a yellow hat. And like happy almost Halloween, or as Sneak and Sparky are calling it, Guac-oween. Crunch! Nom nom nom! Yeah, not sure if you listened to the full episode last week, but they refuse to take their chips and guac costumes off and like are driving me batty banana bonkers. Crunch, crunch, crunch! Anyway, do you have a cool Halloween costume that you're like excited about? A grilled cheese sandwich? Are you serious? Oh, maybe you can like get your friends to dress up as pickles or French fries or something, and you can be someone's lunch. Anyway, thanks for coming to this week's Banometer Check. If you've never been to one before, it's kind of like checking the temperature in the morning, but like with feelings, which is kind of great for people like me who don't always know how we're feeling or how to tell other people how we're feeling. But like banometer checks are for everyone, like even if you're dressed up as a sandwich. Let's get started with our mind and body check. Ready? Deep breath in and out. Okay, if I check in with my mind, it feels kinda skittery or something. Like there's this whole colony of ants riding roller skates around the little whirly thingies in my brain. It's kind of, I don't know, prickly or something. If I check in with my arms and legs and wings, they're feeling a little jumpy, like a kangaroo that ate a whole bag of candy corn or something. Or like if you've seen those little boing boing pop-up toys, like the ones I have are little bats and you push down the springy thing and it sticks for like a few seconds and then it pops up and scares the sprinkles out of you. Yeah, those things seriously put me on edge, and that's kinda how my limbs and wings are feeling right now. Like crazy boing boing sneak attack bats. If I check in with my stomach, it feels pretty squirmy. Like there are 900 kabillion spiders having like a disco trampoline party. And I'm like doing my very best to not blow my blueberries everywhere or like waffles or whatever I had for breakfast today. Okay, if I check in with my heart, it definitely feels fast, like someone strapped it to a tiny jackhammer. And it's doing its best to keep up with the rest of my jittery, spidery, roller skating ant body. Okay, so my banometer check reading is like jumpy or startly, which to me is like feeling a little scared and a little nervous at the same time, which would like totally explain why it feels like spiders and ants and jackhammers are like invading my body and mind, and I'm pretty sure I know why. So, as you know, Sneak and Sparky are totally still running around dressed like giant tortilla chips. Crunch, crunch! And just for fun, they made up this ridiculous story about a spooky creature called the Crunch-a-Lantern, which apparently is like a jack-o'-lantern, but like made out of a zombie tortilla chip. And supposedly it can like camouflage itself until it pops out and screams Cruncha Muncha and squirts hot sauce into your belly button.
Cruncha Muncha!
Yeah. So I know there's no such thing as a hot sauce wielding Crunch-a-Lantern, but especially with Sneak and Sparky like popping out at me every 3 seconds, I still can't help feeling really jumpy and like on edge. Okay, so I was talking to Meg, and she said that whenever she's feeling a little jumpy, she does something called worst things first, which sounds kind of terrible, but actually makes a lot of sense. It's when you think about the worst thing that could happen. So for me, it would be like running into the Crunch-a-Lantern and getting a belly button full of hot sauce.
Crunch-a-Muncha!
And then you imagine what you would do to like make the situation better. So since scary, startly things are usually easier to face with friends, I thought we could try it together. Okay, ready? Let's sit up straight, close our eyes, take a deep breath, and let's picture ourselves like in our house or apartment or, I don't know, submarine, wherever you might live. And let's pretend we're opening the fridge to look for a snack when the Crunch-a-Lantern jumps out and shoots hot sauce in our belly buttons.
Crunch-a-Muncha!
Okay, so I would probably scream, ah! And then I'd say something like, you can't just hide in the fridge and randomly scare the pretzels out of people for no reason.
Crunch-a-Muncha?
No, you can't.
Crunch-a-Muncha!
Why are you doing that anyway?
Crunch-a-Muncha!
Oh, because you're hungry?
Crunch-a-Muncha!
And you don't have any hands to make yourself a snack?
Crunch-a-Muncha!
Oh, and you don't have any friends to help you?
Crunch-a-Muncha!
Oh, well, maybe if you calmly ask someone for help instead of burning their belly buttons off with spicy peppers, they might actually help you. Wanna try it?
Crunch-a-Muncha!
Okay, what should we make? Something with marshmallows?
Crunch-a-Muncha!
Okay, got them. Maybe strawberries? Do you even like strawberries?
Crunch-a-Muncha!
Okay, that's a yes. How about something crunchy? Popcorn?
Crunch-a-Muncha!
Okay. And
Crunch-a-Muncha!
hot sauce? Really?
Crunch-a-Muncha!
Okay, just keep that fire juice away from my belly button.
Crunch-a-Munch!
Okay, tiny squirt. Crunch-a-Lantern, that's too much.
Crunch-a-Muncha!
Okay, let's mix it up anyway. Okay, here, take a big bite.
Crunch-a-Muncha! Crunch-a-Muncha!
You're like, definitely welcome. Happy Halloween. Good luck asking for more snacks.
Crunch-a-Muncha-Muncha!
Okay, I think it's time to like open our eyes. And we're back in the studio. That was actually kind of fun. Even though I don't really think I'll ever make strawberry, popcorn, marshmallow, hot sauce trail mix with a hangry zombie tortilla chip in real life. Using my imagination to think out what I would actually do is making me feel a whole lot calmer and a whole lot less like a roller disco dancing jackhammer spider. Okay, that's pretty much it for this week's Bonometer Check. If you'd like to share about this or any other feeling, have your grown-ups shoot an email to info@storypillar.com. Also, grown-ups, if you and your kids had fun making a spicy, gooey fire juice snack with us today, please consider sending this speedometer check to someone else who might enjoy listening. Simply open this episode and Apple Podcasts or Spotify, click on the 3 dots to the right of the title and select share. Oh, and grown-ups, don't forget to check out our Ko-fi page if you're interested in supporting more great episodes of Story Pillar. Oh, and definitely stop by our online Story Pillar store to check out our brand new Sneak and Sparky Happy Guacaween t-shirt design. Crunch! Nom nom nom! Meg threw the links in the episode notes, along with links to a really cool Worry Stone project and some other great coping activities for kids. Okay, that's kind of it. Thanks for helping me tame the hangry crunch-a-lantern and also helping me feel a whole lot less jumpy. So, thanks. Okay, bye. Come back next time if you want to.
Hey, Story Pillar friends, grown-ups. If you're looking for a delightful way to inspire your young readers, check out the Kids Book Review podcast, hosted by 10-year-old Krish. On each episode of this wonderful show, made for kids, by kids, Krish reviews children's books, interviews authors, and shares his favorite story-related riddles and trivia. Whether your child is an avid reader or just starting their literary journey, tune in to Krish's Kids Book Review podcast wherever you love listening and foster a love of reading in your family's next generation.